This video is for anyone who's ever thought about working for the federal government and wondered what the benefits might be. Before we get started, you could help out by liking this video to help with the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of all the new videos that are uploaded, and share with anyone that could use this information. One of the first benefits of being a federal employee that I get asked about is time off. How much time off do employees actually get? Well, it's really a lot. The first category that we're going to cover is annual leave. Annual leave is like your PTO or your vacation days from the private sector. And as you gain more federal service, your accrual rate actually goes up. So everything in the government is by pay period. And so when you very first start out as a full-time employee, you get 4 hours of paid time off per pay period. And you get to use this time off as soon as you earn it. So, if you start, you work one pay period, you've now got 4 hours in the bank, you can take a half day off anytime. It's yours. You just have to get supervisory approval. If you need help with the entire hiring process from start to finish, check out our book, Federal Hiring Advice, Your Guide to Government Jobs, available on Amazon. The link to purchase is in the description below. And then once you get up past 3 years of service, then you start to accrue 6 hours per pay period. And then once you get up to 15 years of service, then you get 8 hours per pay period. Another type of time off that federal employees have is sick leave. So sick leave is different from annual leave. So annual leave you can use for anything. So that's your vacation days, just want to take a day off, whatever you want to use it for. Sick leave has to be used, when you're sick. You've got, if it's a personal medical need, or if you need to take care of a family member with a serious health condition, attend a funeral, or adoption purposes. Those are the things that you can use sick leave for. And as a full-time employee, the rates always stay the same. It's 4 hours per pay period. So when you very first start out, you're technically accruing one full day off every pay period. The other form of time off that's not really covered in here are all the holidays. So as a federal employee, you're entitled to all the federal holidays, and we're up to 11. So now we're going to get into the actual benefits. This is going to be health benefits, dental, vision, life insurance, retirement, those kinds of things. So for health insurance, dental, vision, and life insurance, you'll get more information when you go to orientation, and you'll get the forms to enroll. For all of those programs, you'll have 60 days from your start date to enroll, and then it'll become effective the pay period after you turn your forms in and elect your coverage. If you want to make changes to it, you have to wait till open season, but open season is every year from November to December, and then the changes become effective in January. So for health insurance, there's different rates because there's different plans and providers. And so based on the provider and the coverage that you elect, it'll dictate what the rate is. And you can compare the costs and benefits of different plans here on OPM's website. Now, once you figure out what plan that you're interested in, they all have the same options. So you either have a self option if it's just you, you have a +1 if you only have one other dependent, or you have a family option. And under the family option, you can carry as many dependents as you want, and the rate stays the same. Dental and vision, just like health insurance, there are different plans, providers, coverages, so that's going to dictate the rates. The rates are really affordable. It just comes out of your paycheck every 2 weeks. And based on what plan and everything, they still have self, +1, and family, just like health insurance. Life insurance is a little different. So with life insurance, there are multiple levels of coverage. It's based on multiples of your salary. So the very basic coverage, if that's all you elect, it's very, very reasonably priced. But the basic coverage is 1 times your salary. Then you have options to do increased multiples up to 5 of your salary, so that you can essentially have 6 times your salary would be your life insurance coverage. It's term coverage, so it doesn't build any cash value. And there is also an option to cover spouse and children under life insurance, so that they could have at least some coverage. It's not as much coverage as you can get for yourself, but it's still coverage that can be provided to your family members. The thing about life insurance is it's just like health insurance. You have 60 days to enroll when you first start. When you turn the form in to elect your coverage will begin that day. So, if you turn the form in, it's signed, and then, you had an accident on your way home, you would be covered. Now, where it's different with life insurance from health insurance is that there's not regularly occurring open seasons. So making changes could be a little bit difficult. Then you would have to wait for a qualifying life event. The only exception is that you can actually decrease or cancel at any time. It's just that you wouldn't be able to increase without that qualifying life event or an open season, which is not regularly scheduled. The next benefit that we're going to cover is retirement. So as a federal employee, we actually have 3 different prongs to our retirement plan. You pay into Social Security, so that's one prong. We're not even going to cover that one. It's just automatically deducted from your check and then goes through that benefit. The next one is FERS, which is our pension plan. And so with FERS, you have different payouts based on your years of service and your age and your salary. So there's a calculation, and the very simple calculation would be your retirement age is when you are eligible. So based on your years of service and your age, the minimum retirement age is 57. At 57, you have to have 30 years. The next level is at age 60. At age 60, you have to have 20 years. And then the next one is at age 62. At age 62, you have to have 5 years to retire. But the way you would calculate your rate on a very basic calculation would be your highest 3 years of salary averaged together, multiplied by either 1% or 1%, so 0.01 if you're under age 62. If you are 62 or older, then it's 1.1%, so 0.011, and then multiply that by your years of service. And then that's going to be your annual, and then you can divide that by 12 for what your monthly payout would be on a very, very rough estimate. Another benefit for our retirement is TSP. So TSP would be similar to a 401k. So it's really, really interesting that as a federal employee, you get Social Security, a pension, and a 401k all together. You don't have to pick one or the other, you get them all. So that's how it's very different from the private sector. But TSP is just like 401k. You'll have deductions from your check, and the match is up to 5% of your salary can be matched. The calculation's a little bit weird on the deduction, so you get 1% paid for you automatically as part of your match. Then you get dollar for dollar up to 3%, and then you get 0.5% at 4 and 0.5% at 5. All those together equal 5%. But with TSP, you have different fund options, so you can pick pre-managed funds. You can do your own and pick individual funds. It's really up to you, but you can explore that through tsp.gov and see what your options are. Just to recap, as a federal employee, you're going to be eligible for lots of benefits. You've got time off, health insurance, dental and vision, life insurance, and then 3 different prongs to a retirement plan. If you want to research any of your benefits, the leave, health, life, dental, vision, even FERS retirement, that's all on opm.gov. So everything that you need to know about federal employment is on opm.gov. And then our 401k, which is TSP, has its own website, tsp.gov. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. If you need to work one-on-one, you can visit the website at www.federalhiringadvice.com, and we can schedule a time to meet.